Here at Weller, we believe that feelings of wellness, vitality, and optimization should be available and attainable to all of us every day and should never be expensive, time-consuming, or intimidated. We believe wholeheartedly that the best version of ourselves is possible every day. So our goal is to provide an accessible, functional beverages that are simple, delicious, natural, and impactful. We created our products with real life in mind. Our clean label, convenient, and always delicious beverages meet you where you are and are beyond easy to integrate into your everyday life whenever you want them. Go visit wellerbrands.com and use promo code D&D Podcast for 20% off your order, free shipping on orders over $120. Now back to the show.
Best thing ever.
I don't know if I'd call you awesome. You're kind of being a dick.
Victory laps.
Oh, hey, guess what? We're recording.
Hello.
How about that? Hey.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome to Dutch and Dirty Podcast, episode 3.
The Trace.
Trois. Is that how you say 3 in French? I don't know.
Trois. Yeah, that's right.
Trois. De trois.
I before we get started, this is episode 3, so I did my best in 2 weeks to grow an Intimidator mustache. Dale Earnhardt number 3, so it's my tribute to Dale. It's pretty sick, isn't it?
I think he might have been sitting on that for a while. He might have been. Were you working on that one?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is. It takes a while to get here.
Okay. All right.
It takes a while, but yeah,
it's dirty and wispy.
very.
I like it. All right. Well, hey, welcome back. First time listener. Thanks for popping in and checking us out. So, we got 2 episodes in the books, and we're trying to figure out what's the best way to organize this show. So we're going to kind of get into a couple of things that we're going to talk about today. We got a brand new website. Go check it out, dutchindirty.com.
Just like it says right there.
Right there. Bam. If you're watching. We're going to hit a little weekly recap. We got some fun stuff coming up. New segment here in a few minutes. We're going to hit the 4 nations and our trip to waste management debacle and Mesa Country Club.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get into this new segment. So I don't know if everybody out there is on social media, but I'm constantly looking at my wife and being like, they got me. And she's like, what is this package? Where did this come from? And I'm like, oh, they got me.
I clicked on it.
Yeah, they got me. They got me on the interwebs. So I'm notorious for buying like workout recovery stuff.
Oh yeah. The most random.
Oh yeah, all the time. So we're mid-40s, getting older. So I often find that aches and pains are pretty bad. So mine is I'm gonna go ahead and throw this up here. It's aptly named. It's called the Shoulder Reliever. And I'm going to throw this up on the screen here.
You know what else is good for shoulder pain?
Less masturbation.
If you lick my butthole.
What? What is going on?
You not seen Step Brothers when he falls out of the treehouse? He's like, oh, my shoulder. Hey, Derek, you know what's good for shoulder pain? Hey, come on.
Okay.
You're retarded.
I don't know why I'm missing that one.
But
anyway, so I'm a side and stomach sleeper.
Okay.
So I've been sleeping on my arm.
Don't worry.
For like
phones,
35
your
years.
phone's listening to this. You're going to get pillow ads.
Okay.
In a couple.
I get them already.
I don't know if the camera's filming.
I get them already.
Pillow.
Yeah. So basically, no, this shoulder reliever is pretty slick. Basically, it's up on the screen here, and you hold this and you roll this ball, and it's like doing arm circles, but in a better way. I had to have it. It absolutely worked.
Had to have it.
So love it or hate it, I love it. It is a little pricey. I think it's like $190, but I got it like $50 off. The cool thing is, like, if you don't like it, you can send it back. It's got multiple weights on it, but it has absolutely helped me to even like getting back to doing push-ups and bench and stuff like that. So this is not a sponsorship ad. This is just a segment for the things that we find that we like or we hate, and we're going to let you know about them. But the shoulder reliever has relieved my shoulder, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So
Look at that. Did you have the case? You should have put it in here. You have the sling.
Well,
wore the sling.
I was gonna take a video of me doing it.
You should tag them. Maybe they'll give you a
I thought I'll tag them in the. We'll tag them in the.
Do that
in the feed. But
love it.
Yeah.
Well, I too got.
Mm-hmm.
And you can share the screen here. If anyone knows me, they know how much I hate sunscreen. Just don't like it. Don't like putting chemicals into my body that I don't. Whatever. So I never use it, or rarely use it. But I got on this as we were talking, and I don't know what episode it was because there's been so many of them. About
episode 2
about man care and skin care. It's
not gay to care for yourself.
And did the research on this company called Freaks of Nature, and mainly because I love to follow Kelly Slater and his surfing career. But so I went on here and bought this mineral-free sunscreen, and then roll back up, because the other thing is what I'm really digging is the serum, the moisturizer, dude.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd be a serum guy, but then I looked at my face in the mirror, and I'm not 18 anymore. I'm 45, and I was like, holy crap, dude, you look like shit. So yeah, every morning after I go to the gym and do my workout and do a sauna, I pop on the serum and put a little under the eyes, on the nose, the forehead, and dude, I like it.
So this is Kelly Slater's company.
This is his company.
Yeah, I like the website. Yeah.
I mean, he's pushing it, so hopefully he's got some sort of deal in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I brought the sunscreen with me, which you're probably freaked out why I had sunscreen on for the first time you ever seen me. We were down in Mesa, so I popped it on.
Oh yeah,
some sunscreen before.
Oh, you brought that with you, or you were using the tub that was in the middle?
No, I brought that with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I love it. It inexpensive. I did a little bundle they had, like 2 for like $80 or $70 or something. And yeah.
Did you do the subscription? Is it a subscription?
They have that yet, and I unlike you, where I just jump into shit and don't even think about it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it first, so I don't have to cancel it later.
I'm not crazy about that comment, because you know what I'm doing? I'm helping small businesses in America build revenue.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm a small business owner.
Can't hide money. Good job.
Good on. I didn't even try. You're a dick. No. But so I do a skincare line too. Well, maybe we'll talk about it in another one. But I absolutely recommend taking care of your skin.
Gotcha.
Taking care of your face.
Love it.
So you love it, and
I love it.
Price point's not bad.
Recommend it.
Freaks of Nature.
Granted, it hasn't been sunny a whole lot here to really get a feel for the sunscreen, but the moisturizer's pretty sick.
Yeah. Is the sunscreen like the kind that doesn't?
No, it rubs.
It's not like zinc, because I hate that shit.
I love the zinc. Get your nose. I'll give you a good picture to pop up here of me at the pool with it. I go straight white nose. Love it. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Don't act like you're above it. It's awesome.
So that's the Got Me section. If you guys have any fun Got Me stories, head over to the website, dutchanddirty.com. You guys can subscribe. You can send us emails. Everything will just come over to our email addresses and stuff like that. So we'd love to hear from you. And if you got any funny stories, we'll shout you out and maybe even give you a call.
All right, let's. I love the fact that first I want to say thank you to you, okay? Because I show up, I get on camera, act like an idiot or like myself, and record it and think, cool, this is great. By the way, I'm out going to get my haircut. You do all this shit, put together the board, create a rundown for us. So I just want to say thank you for all that you put into this. That's the one nice thing I'll say to you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. It was a long time coming.
The fact that you don't even follow your rundown is fine. I just got to figure out how to draw the lines to go back and check on things. And I did make a note on here.
I appreciate that, because I definitely did go out of, but it's hard because I'm trying to see the computer while I look through the.
In the most dirty way possible. You created this rundown that I asked you to do. Said, hey, I need this so I can at least do some show prep, right? So you put work in, did this. I really thought at the end of the last one we kind of had a hey, we're going to do 5 questions with you to get to know you. But in the most dirty way possible, you said, fuck him. It's about me. So the last thing we're doing here today, instead of 5 questions to get to know me, it's going to be life changes for Dutch.
That's correct.
So I think I am the sidekick of this show. So I apologize for thinking that it was, we're both sharing.
So I have, I did. Okay. All right. Okay. This is fair. I did drop the ball last week with 2 of your contacts, and I've been in contact this week, and we've missed each other a few times.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to, because the first person that you interviewed me with, I've been friends with for 35 years. I kind of wanted to go back as far as I could. Like I was trying to get more of like a childhood friend, and I have that lined up. It's just we just been missing each other.
Gotcha.
So I don't want you to feel like pushed to the side.
I almost didn't show up today.
Well, okay,
not even close.
Yeah,
I just if there's ever an opportunity I can to give you shit, I am.
Okay.
Just like when we were trying to get it started and you couldn't figure this out, because I know what it's like. Like when I'm hosting a golf tournament and one thing's off, who's going to be the person that's going to come up and say, "Hey, dickhead, how about this?" That's you. So if I get the opportunity to come back and do it, you know damn well I'm going to do it. So, all right, we'll continue. We're going to do a quickly recap since this is the Dutch show. Why don't you give us a recap of what your weekend did?
Oh man. So yeah, definitely. Run down as trash. So, excuse me. I'm falling apart basically. So we're going through like the last segment of this is some life changes for Dutch, but yeah, basically I'm falling apart. I got like ribs out of place. I got sick. I drank way too much. We'll get into that later too. And it just cascaded. Like our weekend at the Phoenix Open has just snowballed. Basically been 10 days of hell for me. And yeah, other than that, it's been fantastic.
Dude, I knew it was going to be shit for you. Not at 1 a.m. when I left. Not at the next morning when you didn't want to even go to the tournament. Not at the airport that night when I knew you had to be back to the airport to catch a flight. But when I saw you at your house the following weekend, I was like, dude, he's had a run.
Oh yeah, it was brutal. We'll get into all that as it went into succession, but other than that, no, everything's been just busy, work, kids, and stuff like that. I swear to God, I think I'm in the car 4.5 hours a day.
Yeah.
When we have the kids, 4 different schools, 5 different sports, and all kinds of stuff like that. So if anybody else is going through that, I feel your fucking pain.
Gotcha.
How about you?
Awesome. My youngest daughter had a dance competition in Carson City on Saturday, which is 20-30 minute drive. If any of our 4 listeners have kids that are in dance, you know the pain. So we went down there, sat in an auditorium from about 9 a.m. till noon. But I mean, it was the time of her life. They killed it. She killed it. All the girls on her team just kicked butt. Went, did lunch, and then as we're at lunch with another family that has a daughter that dances, Charlie comes up and it's her first ask. She says, "Can I have a sleepover?"
Oh,
and she's old enough now too, and it was so much fun for her. Like her real personality came out, because when we're at home, her sister's a little bit older than her, so she doesn't get to she just isn't as wild.
Yeah.
So her friend was over, and you remember when like the first time you had a sleepover, or if you have brothers and sisters, you're showing off in front of them, dude. She
big
was
time.
lapping the house, just showing off of all of, oh, look at this, look at that, look at that. And I mean, those two were so wore out by like 7:45, down and out.
Oh, that's nice.
It was nice. And they wake up the next morning, boom, go at it again. I got to sneak out and play golf with the boys on Sunday, had a blast. They went and did the bounce house, did all that stuff, dropped her off back. She was back in bed at 7:15 on Sunday night. Out.
Nice. Yeah, the sleepover thing, it's a lot of fun, but when it becomes like too routine, they're wrecked for like the first 2 days of the week.
Yeah.
They stay up too late and stuff. She's young enough now to where that's not an issue.
It was a home game. Now she hasn't asked for the away game yet.
Yeah.
And I know I was a little bitch in away games. I cried. Oh, my mommy. And then, you know, mom or dad would come, you know, 3 doors down, pick you up at 10 at night. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, happens.
I can see that.
I'm still that way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I cried myself to sleep in L.A.
So we're gonna get into some hockey. Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. I know, you know, our first episode we kind of went long on hockey, but it's the U.S. hockey team. It is
Tonight.
4 nations. It is the rematch tonight. USA Canada championship. And I don't care if you don't like hockey or not. You need to be watching this. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. You need to be in front of your TV. You need to have some patriotic fucking gear on, and you need to be rooting.
Got my red, white, and blue hat ready to go today.
Yeah. So, I mean, this week, I was up in Montana. I was actually there by myself. My wife stayed back. She had stuff to do here, so I was up there working, and it was nice because in the evening, not that I don't watch hockey all the time, and she actually loves hockey too, just sitting on the couch and being a complete turd, screaming and yelling at the screen was fantastic. So I want to get into some of your initial thoughts on the tournament itself, you know, the 4 Nations tournament. I mean, it is, everybody on social media is talking about this.
Yeah.
It has eclipsed the NBA All-Star weekend. Everybody's trying to figure out, like, oh, what could the NBA do to
match it?
And that's a whole nother conversation. But give me your initial impressions.
Go to the link or go to your social media page and show the video that you put on. No, I'm not saying listeners.
Yeah,
what PK Subban had to say about it. Absolutely nailed it.
Dutch and Dirty podcast, Dutch and Dirty _podcast on Instagram, and you can see my stories up. PK Subban just nails it
out of the park.
Nails it.
So coming into it, I didn't know what to expect. Right? Is this going to be like an All-Star weekend where, you know, a little hit and giggle, going around bumping each other, and then as it kind of got closer, you see the first game and you realize, oh shit, man, these guys are putting it on the line. This is like their World Cup. This is it. This is their Stanley Cup. You know, some of these guys aren't making the playoffs this year. Sidney Crosby being one of them. They're going to play their asses off for their country. And it's just, it kind of grew and grew. And then, you know, we were I was at my house, you at your house the other night for the USA game. I was a little bit ahead of you on it because
we had kids stuff going on. So I had recorded. I couldn't watch it live, so we picked it up like an hour late.
But I mean, dude, what a start! You're gonna boo our fucking anthem, and then get your ass kicked. Right? I mean, the pucks drop, boom, Kachuk fucking throws it. 2 seconds later, puck drops his brother, throws it.
Yeah.
8 seconds later, first scuff up.
Throws. TJ Miller going up against a guy that's like, I don't know, 7 inches taller than him.
Just
trying to find the uppercut.
Just going into their house, punching them square in the face and saying, we're here and we're better than you now. And just outplayed them in every aspect of the game.
Yeah. So I think that, but going back originally to the tournament, excuse me, there's been like a decade, right?
Oh yeah.
Since there have been like NHL players a part of like an international tournament. I thought it was really smart that they did this in lieu of the All-Star game. Last year's was just kind of
it's terrible.
Booty.
NHL's All-Star game, All-Star week is horrible.
It could be better. They just did a terrible job. They were in Florida, all that nonsense on the beach or whatever it was. No one was really taking it serious. Going back to the tournament itself, and you know, you can say that I'm taking this from a lot of other people that I've listened to this week, but it's absolutely true. The players made this tournament. Like the NHL put it on, and they got, you know, all the organization and stuff like that. I think the way that it ended up turning out, there wasn't a better place to have the first U.S.-Canada game other than Montreal.
No.
with just all the, political and social nonsense that's going on or whatever it is. And you know what? It is. It's all nonsense, right? It has nothing to do with hockey. But the fact that it's playing up and building the anticipation for this game, and for it to be in Montreal, the mecca of hockey in Canada, it couldn't have played out any better. And it's almost like, this game tonight is super important, but that could have been the most, top five,
Easily.
top five USA hockey moments,
for sure.
For sure. Dude, it was so good. And I don't want to gloss over the other teams. So, Finland and Sweden, when they show that little diagram of like, okay, hey, Finland makes up 5% or Sweden makes up 5% of all hockey players in the NHL, and Sweden's is, 2% or Finland's is 2%. These are outstanding players, right? Absolutely outstanding players. I thought the first U.S. Finland game was a good game. I thought, everybody knew, hey, Finland breeds defensemen.
Yeah.
They played a great game. They just couldn't get the offense going. I thought Sweden had an opportunity to kind of come back on Canada a few times and just didn't make it happen. And a lot of this is goaltending too. A lot like playoffs in hockey, shutdown goaltending wins.
Yeah, you get hot.
You get hot, yeah.
Ride them.
And then if you get, you get on your back foot, the game's over. So I thought Finland and Sweden, I thought they both played great. There's just more depth in Canada and U.S., and I think there was more on the line for those two countries. I did hear, so Spit and Chicklets was talking about it the other day, how they should maybe do this again, but do Finland, Sweden in Finland, in Helsinki, and then do this here. I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah.
Shout out to Spit and Chicklets; those guys are great. But yeah, I big shout out to all teams. All right, now let's get into some of what's going to happen tonight. Right, we're in Boston as of today. I think Matthew Tkachuk is definitely a go. I think Brady was back and forth. Didn't practice yesterday. I think sat out. Have you heard anything about that?
I have not. I didn't look. I was looking at other things this morning.
Okay. But, what are the ramifications if U.S. ends up losing this game? Or how can they lose this game, do you think?
Canada plays better, plays better overall, right?
Yeah.
I think a big part is the way our defense is set up. And give me 1 second here, because I think we're in.
Is
McAvoy's
playing?
out.
Yeah, McAvoy is out. McAvoy's got an upper respiratory.
And McAvoy
not upper respiratory, but upper body infection.
So he was our shutdown D against Canada in the first game. Crushed it. So he's out.
Yeah, Slavin and but keep going.
Yeah. Look, at any point in time, any of these guys can get hot. You look at both of our rosters. Every single one of these guys is an all-star, littered with. You just look at McDavid's goal against us, right? There ain't a defender in the league that's going to be able to keep up with him at full flight coming across the middle.
Yeah, so, I got a little gripe on that one because I do feel, don't get me wrong, Hellebuyck played lights out.
Yeah.
As a hockey player, and maybe he just got whatever it was. I thought he gave up too much of the goal. Having a defender coming down, maintaining the slot, and pushing McDavid out to the right to give up that backhand. I feel like
the spot that.
No, but the thing is, when you're cutting off the angle, you have to make a decision as a goalie. Am I going to stay in the middle of the crease, or am I going to deliberately start to cut the angle because he is so fast?
Yeah.
If you're not cutting the angle early, there's no way to get there.
Yeah.
So I rewatched it, but that would have been the only thing. No one's catching McDavid.
Dude, Hellebuyck is the best goaltender in the league, best goaltender on the planet right now. I think that's where we have our advantage.
Planet?
Yeah, who you got better?
No, I would just say he hasn't,
Is there a goaltender in China I don't know about?
No. What I'm saying is, yes, he's got the best statistics and win percentage but Logan Thompson's right behind him. He best on the planet needs to be tested and win in the playoffs, and he hasn't done that yet.
Okay.
So just calling a spade a spade. If we're talking hockey, we're going to talk it.
Let's do it.
But okay, so I think the thing tonight, Hellebuck's got to show up, right? Slavin and oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher this. What's the other guy's? I should have wrote this down because I knew. Plays for the Jets. Defender. God, this is brutal. Anyway, all right. So the defense has got to play strong. I think we have enough offensive weapons. Jack Eichel is a Jack.
I got him pegged for the game winner.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. So when you look at Jack Eichel and you look at Austin Matthews, those guys have been playing lights out as centers, coming back on the back check for defense and dishing the puck.
Yeah.
To Getzel, to everybody else that's been scoring, to Kachuk and this, that, and the other. That's not talked about enough. These guys everyone on the team is a fucking superstar, and these guys are dishing.
Yeah. They're playing the entire ring.
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah. So
what's your prediction?
3-2 US.
Who's got the winner?
The winner? I like Gensel, man.
That's gonna stay.
He's always around the net. He's buzzing the whole time. He's picking up trash. But they need big games from Connors, and they need, a lot of these
boys to play well.
A lot of these ancillary players.
Matthews.
Do you think we're gonna get a Tilly right off the puck drop?
Yep.
You think so?
In the first minute. I don't know. We'll see. That'd be good.
Then who's the instigator? I don't think the U.S. is going to instigate a fight.
You don't?
And I don't think Canada is. And this is, again, I'm going back to Spit and Chicklets because I got them in my ear right now about how this. Remember, who was it? Merles or someone was saying that Canada endures, U.S. comes in and takes over. I don't know. Does Canada have the giddy up to just initiate a fight? I don't know if they do.
I don't know. But I'd be surprised if there wasn't at the beginning. That's what everyone expects.
It is. Huh. I got 20 that says there isn't one.
Okay.
I got $20.
In the first 5 minutes?
No.
Or minute? First minute.
Puck drop.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll also take
put that in the book.
Dylan Larkin to score.
I love that.
Unreal.
I love that. Are you good? Are you betting the game?
Yes.
What you got? What are all the bets?
I haven't even done them yet.
Okay, we'll take a look
after my haircut.
So we're gonna stop recording right after this section because we may come in tomorrow just for 20 minutes to do a little post quick sesh on this. But yeah, I got US 3-2. I got 1-1 after the first, 2-2 after the second.
There you go.
I think there's gonna be more scoring opportunities in this game. I think Canada has to get smarter on what their ability to score. One of the reasons why they're not scoring is no one's getting the puck from McDavid. He's sending it, but they're not in the right spot.
Yeah,
they're just. No one is used to
the chemistry's just not there with him
playing with him.
Ability. Yeah,
he's absurd.
Yeah,
it's like he's operating on another level out there, and they're not keeping up with it. But
I got 4-2 US. Larkin's gonna pot one. Eichel's got the winner.
I love that. Yeah. I would love for that to happen, and it'd be great for Matthews to get a goal too.
I think so.
But you got to watch out for those Kachuk brothers. They be chucking them.
They be chucking
them. All right. So hopefully the game is just fucking outstanding tonight. I can't wait. And we'll come back with a
cool.
I think we do a post game. Are you up for a post game?
I'm up for a post game.
Okay.
Always am.
All right. We'll see you right here after the post game. Well, we're back.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we've been actually recording for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a lot of this.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah. Okay, post game show, we lost. It it sucks.
I woke up and was like, shit, we're gonna go and we're really gonna do this. And then your text came through. I was like, cool, he's canceling it.
No, definitely not. No, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we say we're gonna do something, we gotta
We got to do it.
Yeah. So you may notice that we are wearing our Dutch and Dirty Dogs jerseys,
Home and away kits. Do you call them kits in hockey?
sweaters.
Sweaters. That's right.
Well, and that's kind of a Canadian thing. Hockey is kind of gaining some ground. Definitely in like Shoresy, the show.
Yeah.
It's so there's a lot of Canadian influence.
For sure.
Growing up right outside of Baltimore, they were always jerseys. No one called them sweaters.
Yeah.
But people do it. Whatever. Tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into this game really quick.
Onto the game.
I didn't like how accurate my prediction was.
It was very accurate, just the wrong.
And shout out. Here's the deal. Everything aside, the anthem bullshit, Trump in the background, whatever. Fuck all that, right? What an amazing 2 games.
What amazing 4 games.
Well, no, I'm just talking about Canada-US. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. I mean, I think that the tournament as a whole, it was so organic.
It brought a ton of awareness to hockey.
Oh, yeah.
US.
Yeah, no, I was reading like JJ Watt was tweeting.
Yeah.
He's like, holy shit. He's like, people that I haven't talked to in years are texting me about like, go USA hockey. What kind of food are we getting tonight? Like all this stuff. So, shout out to the NHL for putting it on. I'm so excited to have international hockey back and maybe a yearly thing. Hopefully we can get the Olympics going. I don't want to get too far ahead of the topic. I want to talk about the game.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but this is an outcome of the game, what it's done, and what I like and what I don't like, kind of, is the Americanization of it, where like all of a sudden it's like everybody jump on board, get on the bandwagon, get it while it's hot. We don't win. I'm interested to see like the next week of the people that are going to be like, oh, fuck, hockey's stupid anyway. There wasn't enough goals. There wasn't a fight. So, and I think I'm going all over the place here, but the lack of the fight happening right at the beginning of this game, or not happening, goes to show like people are like, well, why didn't it? It's rare you're going to see a fight in Game 7 of a Stanley Cup final, because of each player knows their role and the importance that they need to be on the ice. They don't need to put their team behind.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to have a stupid penalty that leads to a power play goal, because especially in this situation where everybody on the ice can score at will.
Yeah, and it shows how serious the players took that game. They didn't take it like it was an all-star game or it was an exhibition game. They played for it like it was for the gold medal.
That's why it was so compelling.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, shout out to the players that put on their colors, put it all out on the line. I mean, look, we have 20. How many hockey games do we have left?
25.
25, maybe. Okay. Out of the 82 game season, we have roughly a month, two months of hockey before we get into playoffs. If you're not a hockey fan, think baseball, right? It is one of the most grueling seasons. And as you come into October in baseball, just like as you come into the spring for hockey, you want to be healthy.
Yeah.
So as a Washington Capitals fan, I am super excited the fact that I think there was probably 2 players that could have gone. Logan Thompson could have gone for Canada as a goalie, as the number 2 goalie in the NHL right now. Shout out to Binnington. I mean, the guy fucking stood on his head last night. He won the game.
Absolutely.
For Canada. I mean, lights out playing. But That, and I think John Carlson could have got a nod for a defender. But
I think Wilson could have.
Wilson, yeah, Tom Wilson, definitely. I mean, he would have been crushing on the forecheck.
Yeah.
But I'm pumped that they had 2 weeks to lay off.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited.
Especially with the age of Ovechkin, he probably needed it.
He's got 26 goals. I don't know.
How many empty nets?
20. Who cares? Is there a video? Is there a video in the record books?
Maybe.
No, there's not. Just like there isn't one on the scorecard of the golf course. It's not how. It's how
a picture, not a video.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, so going back to the game, it did really play out how I thought it was going to play out. It was going to be chances, greasy goals, big time screens. I mean, McKinnon's first goal, Hellebuck screened by like 4 players. I mean, the puck was perfectly placed. It didn't touch anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the goals were greasy. Kachuk's was greasy. I listened to a lot of NHL radio this morning. And I think glossing over all the outside noise of Canada, US, and let's just press on with the anthem shit. It's uncalled for. You don't boo someone else's national anthem because you got your fucking panties in a wad about what some leader said. Okay? We're all there to watch hockey.
Yeah.
Don't be a lame, right? So let's remove that. You shouldn't have to say, please respect the national anthem. You should always do that. Okay? Especially if you're in someone else's country. But the game was great. We watched the third period together.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like a NASCAR driver. I think my heart rate was like at 180 for the last 7 minutes, and actually the last like 3 minutes going into the regulation, ending of regulation. The U.S. had like 7 chances to score in the last 3 minutes, and Bennington won the game.
100%.
There's no doubt.
The fact that we had the opportunity. Gensel, couple opportunities.
Matthews. Austin Matthews had like 3 almost wide open opportunities. I wouldn't call them wide open opportunities. You just couldn't lift the puck enough over a blocker or whatever, what have you. But what an exciting game.
And I think we touched on it earlier in this episode, but it's going to come down to goaltending and which goaltender, stood on his head. And throughout the tournament, Bennington didn't, right?
Yeah,
I let in some soft goals. Just wasn't as sharp as he could have been. But dude, gamer.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, came up big. I mean, huge respect to US's D core. If the US would have won that game, my MVP would have been for Jake Slavin. I mean, that guy.
Oh yeah,
all over the ice, throwing the body, and again, going back to why this tournament was so amazing. These guys are getting ready to go in the playoffs in 2 months, and they're laying down in front of 100-mile-an-hour slap shots like it's Game 7.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to get to play tomorrow. And, the season starts back up on Saturday.
I can't remember who it was, but just laid out and just put his face in the ice.
No, it was Jake Slavin.
Oh,
yeah. So he gets back and ends up throwing himself backwards, feet down first, blocks a shot, and while his shin's taking a 100-mile-an-hour slap shot, his chin checks the ice because his arms are out because he doesn't know which way the puck is going. I mean,
it was awesome.
Rowinski, all those guys, and Canada's side too. I mean, what a game.
What did you think of? Was it so for me, it was it's hard to root against, like, let's say US was playing Russia, right? It'd be hard for you to root against Ovi.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because
these colors don't run, baby.
I gotcha. But to see kind of the coming out at it on that stage for McDavid and the kind of passing of the torch for Canadian hockey from Crosby to McDavid, I think that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing about Crosby and McDavid as a kind of like as a Homer USA fan, you don't like it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it as a hockey fan in general because, I mean, if you guys haven't seen NHL Face Off on Amazon Prime Video, go watch it. Go watch it right after you listen to this. It's awesome. There's a couple things that they could have happened different. And, when the next season comes out, we'll do a full review. We've talked about it and some other stuff. But when you see McDavid and you see how he goes after his own team, the Oilers in the playoffs, in the Stanley Cup Finals, respect.
Yeah.
Like you got to be rooting for this guy in general as a hockey player. Now, did I want them to lose? Yeah, 100%. I'm rooting for my country, for USA. But I definitely think torch has been passed. We can talk about Sid the Kid. I think he's going to finish at Pittsburgh. I mean, it sucks that he's going to finish at Pittsburgh because I think they have 2 to 3 seasons before they can even
as a lifelong fan, I mean, I wouldn't get mad if he got dealt to Colorado.
No, why would you?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
He owes us nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah.
But just how stacked both rosters are coming up. Like, hockey's in good hands going forward.
It really is. And I think now you're just tinkering, right? What are the pieces that we could adjust? I really think for both squads, it's just goaltending. If you took this same team next year, you're still going to get the same result.
Yep.
It's who your tendy is, and who's gonna play lights out. I mean, I thought Hellbuck played really good. He got beat on some absurd shots.
Yeah.
But I think Bennington
then again
played better than him in this game.
McDavid's goal, you kind of got caught watching the puck go around, and you lost sight of greatest player on earth. Where is he? Oh, right in the slot.
Yeah.
Unmarked.
And Marner, I mean, the guy, he takes the puck like it's a magnet to his stick.
Oh, yeah.
Coming right off the corner of the boards, controls it perfectly, almost like he's got fucking glue on the end of his blade, sends a bullet, and Hellebuck didn't have a chance. The hard part about this, and I'm not going to throw shade on a single player out there. They all played their hearts out, and I thought Matthews played outstanding. I'm not I don't really watch the Leafs. The Caps are in the same conference or whatever, but I haven't really watched him that much. I was super impressed. I mean, that guy's back check, his ability to dish, is him and Eichel. I mean, holy shit. I mean, U.S. is in good hands for a long time.
Yep.
But that's Matthews supposed to be checking McDavid, and they just got turned around. There's 3 of them on the boards, and because Marner was able to corral that puck and control it, game is over.
Yeah.
If he bobbles that puck for 1 more second, we're 15 more minutes of hockey, and these guys, maybe the U.S. ekes one of these 37 chances they had. But all in all, I mean, I loved every second of it.
Yeah, it was great.
I did roll over this morning and look at my wife, and I'm like, I can't believe we fucking lost that game.
You didn't say I had too many non-alcoholic beers.
Oh, yeah. No, I had a couple, I had 4 NAs. Yeah, they were good. They're not bad. Athletic, non-alcoholic beer. If you're listening, maybe I'll hashtag it. You can sponsor us. I'll
send them a case.
Send me a case. Try them out. I like the Mexican copper one. That was pretty good. Okay, we're going to wrap up right here. Hey, out there in podcast land, it's Dutch from Dutch and Dirty. Here to talk to you about Weller, where we mix natural flavors with bubbles to create a 0-calorie, 0-carb, 0-sugar sparkling water. Each can contains 25 milligrams of broad-spectrum CBD, which makes it ideal to unwind your mind for better focus or your body for a better workout recovery. Hydration has never been so delicious. I got to tell you, this product's great. I use it all the time, sometimes twice a day. For me, it's always generally before a workout and or a hockey session, definitely before the range to get those jitters off. Not big on the caffeine going into the golf course. It's outstanding. Watermelon's my favorite flavor. There's 4 flavors. Go see us online, wellerbrands.com. Use Dutch and Dirty code D&D podcast for 20% off, and $120 on your first order gets you free shipping. Back to the show. The old Phoenix Open. Yeah, I don't know.
People's Championship. That's what they call it.
Is it though?
I don't know. I think that's what I bought a shirt for my wife. It said something like that on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, how about that merch tent? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's get into it. Dirty and I just traveled down to the Phoenix Open. What was that? Man, I was
Waste Management 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Still recovering. And not from the actual Open either. Yeah. Which is...
No, you slept through it. That was nice.
Yeah. That was pretty fun. Okay. So let's talk through our trip, right? So 2 weeks ago, we flew down at 5 a.m. Saturday morning to go down and play golf at Mesa Country Club.
That we did. That is a fact. I don't know if that was a question.
So one of the things that we wanted to start doing is, as we travel around and we go play different courses, or if we get to go to a private club with some friends or whatever it is, we created some cards for how we feel.
Not my problem.
Do you want to turn it off so we don't listen to it? There we go. All right. Let's try again. We'll just start over. All right. So 2 weeks ago, man, we flew to Phoenix for the Waste Management Open and play a little golf with some buddies down there. What'd you think?
I thought the 3 bourbons I had on the plane was pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
First class?
You know it. I had to use points, and it's 5:45 in the morning. Sir, can I get you a drink? Yep.
Yeah.
Keep them coming until we land. I'm not driving. Car's in your name.
That's true.
Which, by the way, dude, that rental car place, they've got it figured out.
I thought it was great. Everybody was a little like, oh, you shouldn't get one. Should we just Uber or
no
whatever
way,
it is? Yeah.
That place, I mean, you get the tram right out to you. It used to be a bus, and it felt like you were driving in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Tram, clean, boom, you're out. Get in. I mean, you landed 45 minutes before me. By the time I landed, got my bags, walked outside, boom, you were right there.
Yeah.
On our way to Mesa.
Yeah. So a little preamble to this. So a good friend of ours, Scotty, called me and said, hey, do you guys want to come down? I got some extra tickets for Waste Management through another friend of ours, Mickey, that we're...
Shout out, Mickey. Thanks for your tent.
You're the man.
Rocked
you
it.
are the man.
Do not think for any second, Mickey, if you're listening to this, that this is going to get you on my good side for when you do make a horse race again at our member guest. I'm bringing the heat.
Mickey, I love you. You do whatever.
I love you too.
Yeah.
I love bringing the heat to you.
So Scotty called me up 3 weeks ago, was like, hey, I got 2 extra tickets. If you and Dirty want to come down, maybe, let me know. So I get a hold of him. We have some friends down in the Phoenix area. So he's like, yep, book it. I'll figure out golf for Saturday. Had a couple options. We ended up playing with Scott and our friend Jason, Jason, who's a member at Mesa Country Club.
Yeah.
So it worked out pretty good. I flew in, like Dirty said, got there a little early. They do have it figured out. Although I did get the rental car and go through the wrong direction.
Why didn't you get
go
the
back through? Oh my gosh. Well, all they had was
Volkswagen Bug?
Yeah, Volkswagen Bug. And it wasn't pink, so I didn't think you were going to like it.
Out.
But no, great little day. Drove over to Mesa, met our friends. We ended up playing
Henry, dude.
Henry Wang, the Wanger.
Wang out, dude. Henry's the guy.
Yeah, Henry's the man. The golf course, let's get into the golf course really quick.
Okay, let's go through our scorecard.
Yeah, let's do our scorecard. I'll bring
that. You want me to give you my full opinion of it?
Yeah. Why don't you talk me through it?
All right, so I went on, do a little research of the course, check it out. Hey, how's it look? Is it dog track? Online, it looks phenomenal. And then we land and we're on our way there and you're like, hey, dude's kind of embarrassed. The fairways are a little thin. They just did a remodel, as did we. So we get there and we're a little early. So we go sit at the bar. Beautiful remodel done inside. That bar, the men's grill, looks great. Bar was awesome. General manager comes out and he's very kind, very open. I was asking questions about, hey, we just kind of did similar green remodel, bunker remodel, course remodel. And they're kind of going through the same issues with the grass taking, the water, all of that. So the course, and you probably saw on some of our videos or stuff that we posted, didn't look that great, right? The greens were good. They were firm because they're new, but they were pretty true, pretty fast. Fairways and tee boxes needed a little bit of help. Just needs water, just needs time. Just like anything, you do a massive remodel like that, you're going to have issues, right? It's not, you're not going to be able to, hey, we remodeled last year, we're open May 1st. It's not going to be perfect May 1st. Maybe in a year, it'll get there. So I think it's on its way. I think we're going to be a little hard on the scorecard, but it is what it is. I would love to go back in 12 months and say, hey, here it is. And the reason I say this is I was FaceTiming with two of my boys down there that are at Phoenix Country Club yesterday. And I was like, yeah, dude, we played Mesa and it was rough. And they both had, their eyes were this big. Like, are you serious? That place is usually just so good. And I guess it was just because of the remodel. So we caught it at the wrong time, but I think when we go back, we'll definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And that remodel, they're going to shut the course down for like 8 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we ended up playing, I think, 2 or 3 weeks before the start of the remodel.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. No, they did the remodel. The remodel's been done.
Oh, I thought it.
Yeah. No, they completed it.
Oh. Okay. So, if you are watching us online, we have the scorecard up. So this is our first run of the scorecard. We have tee boxes, fairways, bunkers, greens, cart girls. Oh, that says car girls. And then fix that.
That's all right.
Food on the course layout, driving range, range balls, and putting green. So we kind of have these 4 categories. The worst category is obviously dog shit. Needs attention, solid, and then the gold standard. So we talked about the tee boxes and the fairways, right? There was some issues with water and things like that. So they just need attention, right? Yep. Bunkers, which I was in pretty much on every hole, they're solid. Greens were solid. They were very fast. They weren't holding, as much.
No, very firm.
Very, very firm. Cart girls, solid. Food on the course, I put needs attention, and only because there wasn't really anything on the course. It was kind of quick. I mean, what's at the cart. This is a category that I feel like if you are at the turn and there's like a slick, like glizzy shop or
like
something,
a shack we have after 10 at St. Gabriel.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get something good. I thought the course layout,
aside from the
that's not right.
Yeah, it's not.
It's solid. It's not gold standard.
The first 3 holes are set up in kind of a triangle going out across and back with
brutal
driving range in between. So you get to your ball in the middle of the first fairway and there's like 30 other golf balls around and you're like, what the hell's going on? You find yours, hit it, play 2. Coming up 3, push my ball a little bit right.
I did too.
And Henry, the savior's like, hey, I'll run cover. Looking at John, like, what the fuck is he talking about?
And there's a tree line, mind you, that separates hole 3 from the driving range, but you're going at the driving range. You're going at the mats or, where everybody's hitting right at you. And when I say tree line, there's maybe a tree every 100 feet.
Yeah. Run cover means he's going to park his golf cart in front of us so we don't get drilled with a golf ball. Horrible design. So, other than that, the layout was pretty dope.
Yeah, and I loved 10. So when you get to the turn, you end up coming back up to the clubhouse, and there's a bunch of tables and a bunch of people sitting outside that have already finished that are watching you tee off at an elevated tee box that's probably 40, 50 feet above the actual hole of 10. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
there
pretty
was
cool there.
When we got there, we didn't tee off till like 11, so we were probably there 1:30.
All the morning boys are out there.
The morning boys
giving the boys a hard time when they're hitting.
Cracking jokes and shit like that. Driving range, I just because of the fact that you're hitting into oncoming players, I gave it dog shit. So here's the deal. Like, I thought Mesa was great. I'd love to come back. Jason, I really appreciate it. Henry, the people that we'll get into the hang and all that stuff later. But I'm not going to blow smoke just to try to go back somewhere. I mean, like that is an issue. Like, you got to get a net put up.
Oh, for sure.
We were guests. The member that we played with, we had just met, and this guy is pulling his cart out and in the middle of the driving range with his arms and fucking hat up in the air, and they're still hitting it at him.
Zipping.
Like,
maybe they thought we were target.
Call it OB or do something or whatever.
Maybe it's because we were wearing pants.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah. Not a fan. Range balls, kind of, I just put needs attention because they didn't want you hitting anything that would actually have any, velocity, because you could kill someone coming down the third hole.
Yeah.
Putting greens, I thought it was solid. Pretty small.
Pretty small, but right
tee
there.
box. But yeah. So all in all, I mean, I think the golf course is a solid golf course. I'd love to play it in, pristine condition. Very much sets up like a municipal course, not unlike San Gabriel. I thought it was fun. Yeah,
No, it's cool. They had there's houses all around it, and like 5 of the guys that were part of our group all live in this little loop, and it was cool. Hit a tee shot. Oh, we're going into Wang's house and knock out a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
I don't think his girlfriend was very happy that 5
in her PJs,
monsters in her PJs just walk into her kitchen. Give me the tequila.
Yeah,
and we got that on video too. It was a good time. Had a little party over at, was it his house or somebody else's house?
That was Henderson's.
That was Hendo's house afterwards.
So we have the club card up. So this is another thing that I think is important too, as we go to like private clubs, because, we belong to multiple clubs as individuals. So on this, if you're just listening, here's the categories that we have, kind of the entrance, the staff, men's locker room, pro shop, fees, bar, men's card room, restaurants, the hang, and the overall experience. So again, we're grading these on 4 grades: dog shit, needs attention, solid, and gold standard. Everything was solid all the way through.
Dude, that quesadilla I had afterwards, dynamite.
Yeah, so restaurant, we don't have restaurant highlighted on here because we didn't actually eat at a restaurant. I'm sure we will in the future. But yeah, I mean, the club is...
That was a chorizo and tofu quesadilla for all you guys wondering. Next level. Keep going.
So the hang was the gold standard.
Yeah, it was great.
It was awesome.
Boys were around, drinking, having fun, eating,
betting on every hole,
everything.
Yeah.
How many bets did I have with Wang? You name it, we bet it.
I think you had probably 3 or 4 a hole.
We should have kept the scorecard because we were just doing +10, -10, +10, -10, everything. KPs, long drive, straightest drive. You're in the fairway. You're not in the fairway. You can't get up and down out of here. Awesome. Henderson could not have put us with a better dude.
Oh, no.
Be in our...
Shout out to the Wanger. He was class act.
Absolute.
Took us over to his house, poured us shots of tequila. Like Dirty said, his girlfriend, who was probably 30 years younger, in her PJs, came out and fed us tequila, which was probably the start of my downfall. But yeah, drinks were flowing. Everybody was having a great time. You can go if you want. This is a good opportunity for you to talk about how I know nothing about golf betting.
You don't. I'm having trouble remembering what we're talking about.
Well, remember I was like, hey, because we were on the tee box, right? And we ended up playing with 3 groups of 5, right? So everybody was like, oh, who you got? Who you got? This, that, and the other. And Scotty was just coming up to me and be like, oh, you should play IA or whatever, or what, like all these acronyms and stuff. Like, you should play one with him and one with him and this, that, and the other. And I was like, okay, whatever. And To be honest, I had no idea.
He had no idea. Just hopped right in. Didn't know that there was 2 down odds. I think we were doing $10 Nassau's or $10 2 downs or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I'll take him. I'll take that guy. I'll take this guy and this guy and that guy.
Yeah, no idea. And so I look at him because, well, one, I don't want to look like an asshole. Okay, no, I don't live on a golf.
That's hard.
I have 3 businesses and 5 children. So, yeah, I don't bet multiple times a week playing golf. So, yeah, I'm a little behind, and I don't want to look like an asshole. So I was just taking these bets, and I knew they weren't for a lot of money. And I look over at Dirty. I was like, "Hey, man, can you keep track of all this shit or whatever?" He's like, "Yeah, you're good, you're good." And then like halfway through, I'm like, "Hey, do I need to press here?" And he's like, "How the fuck would I know?" I'm like,
I
"You're
keep
supposed
your
to
score.
keep in track."
I'm not telling you. It's so yeah, and I mean because there was bets with people in other groups, so I didn't know. But
yeah, no,
we didn't steer you wrong. We
even with the wanger, yeah,
we let you know when you needed to aloha and all the other good stuff that went along with it. It was a blast, man.
No, it was a great time, and I think I ended up owing $30 total.
Not a bad day.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a bad day at all.
On a course you've never seen, not bad at all.
Yeah, I think the travel that's tough. Getting up at 3 a.m., getting on a plane, getting in a rental car.
Well, the sleep the night before is fucking terrible because you're gonna pay. Oh, I missed my flight. I'm gonna get late or yeah. But we did it. We made it work.
Yeah,
and then the night started.
Yeah. So we'll just kind of do the abridged version of the night. So I was driving, right? I had a couple cocktails on the golf course. Things kind of calmed down. We went to our friend Jason's house, whose girlfriend was having a birthday party or post-birthday party or whatever it was. She was doing a dinner. So we go over there. All the boys are drinking. I got 3 with me, and including Dirty. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just have a beer and then I'll drive us back because we had a 30-minute drive back up to kind of where close to Waste Management was because we were staying with our boy Scotty. Shout out to Scotty for putting all this on, putting us up, taking us around and doing all the stuff. We appreciate you. So I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. Like I kind of want to have some drinks or whatever.
Get on the road, get up there,
get on the road.
Yeah. Take an Uber or walk to wherever we want to go.
Yeah. And he lives in a great place up in it's like Greyhawk.
Yeah, right next to Sea Ranch.
North Scottsdale.
Yep, North Scottsdale.
Yeah. So tons of restaurants, tons of fun. So we go up there. We ended up walking to the first place.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think the espresso martini started at the club when we were done playing, but they didn't stop.
No, they didn't. They kept.
And I think by the time we got to the second place, they were just being ordered.
Is this the living room?
Yeah, the living room thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I think people weren't drinking them, and then I think I thought it would be a good idea if I just drank them because someone ordered them. One of Scott's friends picked me up from behind, like guys do or whatever it is, and then fell.
Pulled a rib out.
So I have 2 ribs out of place because drunky Mark, I think it was his name, Mark. Anyway,
yep, Mark Knopfler
picks me. Oh, got him with the last name.
No, that's from the Dire Straits.
Oh, okay. Picked me up from behind like this, and then picked me up, but lost his footing, and I fell back on him. Anyway, so I got 2 ribs out of place. I probably had a bottle of vodka and a bottle of tequila. And
still couldn't identify whether it was a white tiger or a zebra stapled to the wall.
Yeah.
Do you even remember that?
No, I didn't.
I was arguing with the waitress and it was a tiger. And she's like, no, it's a zebra. You're an idiot.
There was...
Thanks, give my bill, I'm leaving.
There was some political conversation that happened, which was hilarious too. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I remember 100% of it.
I got it on video. There's a lot of the video that I've gone ahead and deleted because I can hear myself talking. And it is so bad and embarrassing that I was just like, oh,
it's so good.
No, it's you can't even understand it.
I think me and Dale are having the best time, just kind of sitting there letting the night flow, watching the show.
So good. Long short of it is,
dude, this bar was like a speakeasy. You had to walk
cool.
in one place. You had to walk through the restaurant
kitchen,
to get into this, and it's pretty cool. It's open, Cocktails were flowing. What was it? Martinis?
Yeah. The
espresso martinis going down.
Yeah.
And then it's like slowing up and hey, let's think of going to another bar. So I
You Houdini'd.
I fucking left.
Yeah, he left.
Hey, I'm told this is 12:15, 12:30. I said,
yeah.
I look at my phone. I'm like, oh, dude, we're only like a par 5 away from Scotty's house.
Yeah, all walking distance, which was great.
Walked it.
Yeah. So I ended up staying out with Scott and Mark until, like 2:00 in the morning. Get back. I want to die. We get up in the morning and
I'm ready to go. I got home from the bar, took a shower, changed, went to bed, woke up early, ready for some waste management, and you schleps are fucking face down.
Oh my God, it was brutal. It was so bad. So if you've seen our that reel that I posted of us there's a quick shot of Mark and I on a couch in the Bay Club.
Dead asleep.
I got about an 80 to 90 minute nap.
Power nap there. All right. Getting there, getting in. For as many people as they push through, and in the nightmare stories I've heard of this, dude, the best part is we get an Uber, and you and Mark, or whomever it was Mark, and it may have been you, just the passive-aggressive comments to the Uber driver were great. The golf course is that way. Seems like we're getting further away. Down where we're going, it's going to be a long walk. Well, the guy's a fucking pro. He knows where he's going. There's an Uber Lyft drop-off. They take us there. You walk across the soccer field, hop on a bus. They bus you right in, and then you walk 500 yards to get in. I was thinking this was going to be a goddamn nightmare. It wasn't.
No, I mean, I think they do a good enough job, but I think it just goes... I mean, it just proves the point that, like, I'm too old for that shit.
I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I didn't do it on Saturday, but I'm glad I did it. Getting in was cool. We definitely took the long walk around, walked around 18, 17, looked up, peaked at 16. Nope, 20 years too old for that. Went up to the box on 17, hung out, ate good food, didn't sleep, enjoyed a couple more beverages, and then it was good to go.
Yeah, I haven't had a sip of alcohol since that attempt at a Bloody Mary at the. It's rough
at the
Bay Club. Well, because remember, I thought I lost.
I was thinking of the Bloody Mary you had in L.A. on the flight home. So
yeah. So
totally thought you lost.
I thought I lost my wallet.
I gotta say, dude, you were very calm. If I'd have lost, fuck it, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go find it.
No, well, before we left, I was like, I think I had changed my shorts or something like right before we left. So I knew I had taken everything out of my pockets. And then I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's...
You were messing with it on the couch.
Yeah, I was messing with it on the couch and making sure I had all my cards because I was, you go out drinking with your knucklehead friends and sometimes you put a card down on a bar tab. So that's all it was. And then I went up. So there was, 15, 20 minutes of me, like, I asked the bartender, like, hey, she was like, oh, actually, yeah, I just found one and it looks like you. So I was like, oh, I must have fallen out of my pocket when I walked in, because I went to go get a drink and I didn't have my wallet to tip. So then I, walked around and found all, 5 different security guards and waited there or whatever it was. But all in all,
wasn't yours.
It wasn't mine. While it was back at Scotty's house, which is where I thought it was. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool venue. I think they do a good job.
They do a great job, dude. Shout out to the Thunderbirds. Those boys rock it.
Yeah. The food was, kind of, event food, nothing really good. The drinks all looked good. I mean, my Bloody Mary was delicious, so I just couldn't choke it.
Another one?
I couldn't choke it down.
Happens.
But no, I mean, kind of a class act. And then I think Scotty was saying that they tear it all down, and then 6 months before they start putting it back up, which is kind of crazy. I didn't really get to see too much golf because I was asleep for an hour and a half. But what'd you think about the golf?
Oh, that was great. The 17th is a great hole. It's drivable par 4.
Yeah, it gets you in trouble. Quite a few people by the water.
Get you in trouble. But no, it's a risk reward hole. I thought, and the pin placement on that, it was, on an island pretty much in the back of that green. It was great. It was great to sit out there, watch golf. Great weather. I mean, just from us coming from 30 degrees to out there, it's 70 and sunny and beautiful, and had a good time. Dude, I'm freaking out, thinking like, God, it's going to be a zoo to get out of here. No, we went and checked out the merch tent, which was huge. Off the hook, we got this just killer deal on hoodies, which I didn't wear mine today because I thought you were going to be wearing yours. Is that mine or yours? What are we doing here?
No, I had a burp, so I got the mic down.
And then it's like, oh, here's the line, and the line is a mile long, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna miss my flight.
It was nuts. So there's a quick shot of it on the reels. Like if you go to our IG page, I posted a reel of like us walking around with my Meta glasses, and it was the size of half of a football field tent, with, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 people in there. I mean, it was crazy. And you're like, this is the line? What the fuck? So you get in it and it moved.
Dude,
they had like
Disney needs to take note.
55 to 60 cash rent.
Maybe 10 minutes in that line.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, and everybody's paying with a card. You just like tap it on the thing. It's like
they're
2 seconds.
They're fast. They're nice. I mean, dude, hands down. I mean, that was a 9.5, 10 out of 10 experience there.
If I didn't leave that hoodie in Montana, I'll wash it and we'll wear them tomorrow for our post game.
There you go.
Yeah. But no, I thought it was super cool. There's always like that. It's kind of a mindset, right? Or like, had I not been hungover, we would have had a blast. I definitely ruined the time.
Yeah, you did
for myself. I ruined it. Yeah. So I mean, I'm full disclosure on that, and I'll take 100% responsibility. I don't know if I'd go to another one of those again.
Dude, I don't go to the one in our backyard.
No, I know. It's like the last one that I went to that I actually had a good time at was the 2012 U.S. Open at the Olympic Club.
Yeah.
That was super cool. I had a vendor give me like a pass that I basically could go anywhere on the golf course. And my wife at the time and my son he was an infant, so she didn't come. Her grandmother lived like, local. And so I walked the tournament by myself for like 6.5 hours. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But this is a little different. I mean, I didn't walk the course. We just went right to the where we had our tickets. So I definitely fumbled pretty big.
Large.
Yeah.
So that'll kind of get us into our next topic, which is that's not 5 questions to get to know Dirty. It's his life changes for Dutch.
Yeah.
All right. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Good time. So I wanted to do it really quick on here because if I do it and it goes out, then
You think that's going to make you hold to it?
I hope so.
Sure.
I hope so.
Remember that time we both paid in a year advance for gym memberships and went not every day? I
didn't pay in a year. I didn't pay for a year.
You should have.
Was it me?
It was talking about this more
away money. Yeah.
It was more fun to do it that way.
No. So, no, that weekend and getting that drunk, kind of really made me realize that I can't do that kind of shit anymore.
So episode 3,
Dutch
is now off the wagon.
Am I on the wagon?
I don't know what it means, dude.
I don't know what it means either. I've never been on or off it. I'm just saying I'm taking a break from booze. I'm not saying
I'm not going to back
down
before. Hey, you know what? You recognize
I need a break.
You needed a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
You had a problem.
And no, I'm going to try to get in some better shape. Like, dude, the fucking ribs being out of place and then all kinds of other shit going on. And like,
Was there a point where you're like sitting maybe on the toilet, maybe on the bed, hands on your knees, and you're just like, go on, see, I gotta fix it. I gotta be better.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't. I didn't have to.
It was like a Sunday after a member guest.
No.
Oh, yeah, you felt okay
for 6 days straight. I'm like at work at one of my companies, and I have multiple employees, and I'm just looking at them, being like, I should be feeling better so I can be more productive in this meeting.
We've all been there.
And no, so I'm just taking accountability of my. And the thing is, like, this isn't a scenario when something really bad happened. So we all have those friends, right? That go like on a trip or do something that like ruins their marriage or like
Ruins their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes to Vegas and like pulls out 20 grand that they didn't have or whatever. It's nothing like that. It's just me realizing like, okay, I'm going to take a hard break from the booze.
You're trying to live the life of a cherry poppin' daddy, and that's
You can't do it
can't do that at 40
because I didn't get to do it at 15.
No.
But yeah, no. So I'm taking accountability. We can do a check-in if you want or not. But yeah, I'm going to take a break from the booze. I'm going to try to, maybe find some alternatives because I do like to, feel good. So maybe some cannabis and maybe some microdosing or something like that.
Maybe some. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
define some.
I own a cannabis company.
I know
I don't,
you do.
but I don't partake. I don't not like a lot.
Okay.
It's not a every week. It's definitely not an everyday thing, and or even like an every week type thing for me.
So I'm going to give you the 2 times I saw you. Was the last I remember was when we got off the plane and we're getting our bags, and you looked like 100 pounds of hammered dog shit just standing there, and you're like, I'm like, dude, you got what? Are you going to Montana this week? You say, yeah. When do you fly out? 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
As it's 9 o'clock at night at the airport.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you're going to have a rough one. You have a rough go. Fast forward to Saturday night during Four Nations. I come over to your house to watch it. And afterwards, you come out of the back with a goddamn grocery bag.
That's not true. That's not true.
Full of cannabis.
Yeah. Well, I like to purchase from our local, our local shop.
We'll call it the sampler.
Yeah.
And you guys are getting ready to have a nice session, the hot tub, and I was like, I think this is my cue to go to bed.
Yeah. So, well, you need a little bit here and there, but like I said, I got 2 ribs out of place, and I'm in a lot of pain because I played hockey. Oh, by the way, we're gonna side note.
There goes Johnny.
The Dutch and Dirty Dogs.
This is running.
All right, the Dutch and Dirty Dog.
I'm wearing my jersey tomorrow.
Okay. We're in jerseys tomorrow. So the Dutch and Dirty Dogs is the sponsored hockey team of the Dutch and Dirty podcast that is 8-0 and won on Sunday night 10-2. And I re-injured my ribs. I think they were getting better, and I dove like an asshole in beer league to knock a puck away. And I think that's when I pushed him back out of place. I think I was getting better, and then I ruined it. But the long short of it is, we have a hockey team. We do have a hockey team, and I want to be in outstanding shape for my beer league.
Well, you've done the right thing. You admitted you had a problem.
Yep.
Okay. You've taken accountability for that. You've given us a list of what you're going to do. You're going to eat better.
Yep. High protein
veggies.
Yep.
Now I'm going to throw a curveball at you. Okay. I don't even have you to cue this up or anything, but look it up. Try it. Aura, Auri, Orari. I can't even pronounce it right. Super mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Is this
it's
like
a daily dose
adaptogen types?
Yes. Try it. Give it a run, and just let me know what you think.
Is this like a coffee?
No, these are gummies that you take 2 a day. It's like a multivitamin right there. The super one on the right, the bag. Those things right there.
Okay, hold on.
Buddy, try it. I'm telling you.
All right, I'm going to show this to our viewers here. So
I'll give you a breakdown of it on our next episode that goes through shit we bought online. But, dude, I'm loving it.
So why do you love them?
So nootropic. Yeah. Go ahead, read through it. I mean, who knows? Is it the placebo effect? Not sure.
Could be.
But
that's fine. That's fine by me.
If it makes you feel better, and dude, at our age, by the time 3 o'clock hits, I either need more coffee or I'm dragging ass. And all I'm gonna say is I've been on it for a week and I haven't had that feeling. Haven't had the crash during the day. Haven't had the I'm so tired. I don't want to go hit balls, or I don't want to go play because I can think of a million excuses why I shouldn't. No, dude, I got energy. Let's go out and let's do it.
Yeah.
Are you
big on supplements?
No.
Oh, I take a shit ton.
I take a
Is that your
couple.
phone going?
I do. Fish oil. I take fish oil. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I take like Alpha Brain. I take NAD. That's supposed to be like for cellular growth, stuff like that.
You gonna grow your cellular?
Well, I'm trying to combat early onset Alzheimer's, which I have precursor for. So, yeah, that would be
Is it?
the worst way to die. Not remembering all the fucking amazing things that I got to do in my life.
How much of a legend do you think you are?
Well, you want to check tape?
Check tape.
And on that note,
Up trophies.
hey, thanks for tuning in. Go to Instagram, Dutch and Dirty _podcast. Follow us. Subscribe. Check us out on YouTube.
Like it.
Dutch and Dirty Podcast. Like and subscribe. Or on TikTok, even though I don't know how to use it. Someone's doing that for us.
Go Team USA.
Yeah.
USA. Oh, by the way, let's just touch on this real quick as we're signing off. How badass is it that Freebird's our new fucking anthem for USA Hockey?
Should have always been, and thank God it is.
Boom. Mic
Right.
drop. Let's
God bless America.
America. Fuck yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot for listening to the Dutch and Dirty Podcast, brought to you by Dark Horse Productions. We do want to remind you, and hopefully you guys can make it over to Instagram to check us out on Dutch and Dirty _podcast. We are also on TikTok. Check us out on YouTube, Dutch and Dirty Podcast, Spotify, Dutch and Dirty Podcast. And we have a new website up, live and running, DutchInDirty.com.
Boom. Give it a like. Give it a follow. Send it to your friends.
Yeah.
Tell your mom about it. Everyone.
Please like and subscribe so we know that you guys are liking what we're doing. On the website, you guys can scroll down to the bottom. You can subscribe about any news that we may have coming up. We're getting ready to put some merch together. And then...
remember, guest season's upon us.
Yes. And then that's true. A lot of golf
Coming up.
And then if you guys have any topics or anything you guys want to talk about, complain about us, send it in to Dutch@DutchInDirty.com, and I'd be happy to reach back out to you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
See you next time.